Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today in our program Leaves from Gora's Life written by Dr. Sharma Marla from West Germany, we shall know about Gora's experiences as a teacher. Gora recalls an incident at the American Missionary College, Madurai, where he worked as a teacher in 1925-26. At that time, the students were subject to what is called a section examination. The students who completed their course were not sent directly for the examination of the university. The college conducted a special examination and selected the students who were supposed to be fit to appear for that examination. For this selection examination, the teacher in charge of the class set the question paper himself, valued the papers, and on the basis of the marks given to the students, they were selected. Gora had 82 students, or so far, the class to be sent out for the examination. The selection examination was held. Strangely, in the papers which Gora valued, he gave pass marks to all the 82 students. Some of the students were older than him. He was about 23 years. The principal, when he looked at his marks list and knew that he selected all the students and considered all the students to be fit to appear in the examination, he was very angry with Gora. He was sorry that he appointed an inexperienced teacher like Gora for this responsible post. He said, "Do you mean that all the students can be selected for the university examinations? The percentage of results will go down if all of them are sent." "You are wrong." But he had only one argument. "I taught the class. I set the question paper. I valued the papers. If any of them fails, it means I have failed to teach them well. I think that all of them should appear for the examination." Said this, he stuck to the argument Gora. The principal, Revered Wallace, an elderly gentleman, had some consideration for this young lad. He had respect for the words of his teachers. Then he said, "Look, young man, I am going to select all your students now, but if the standard of this examination fails, then I would not accept you next year. I will have to supersede your judgment as a principal." Gora agreed. He went to the class and told the students, "I, as your teacher, have done my duty. Now it's you for you to do the duty. I have taken the responsibility on myself and selected all of you for the examination. If you pass in large numbers, it can continue the same practice next year also. If the percentage in the examination fails, then the principal will not value my word. It is for you now to do your duty." Gora was surprised how this sense of duty inspired the students. When actually the results came at the final university examination, a very big percentage of the students passed with the first class with the distinctions in the subject. The principal himself was very much surprised. With this experience, Gora says that the students learn not when the teachers teaches well, but when they are inspired, when some confidence is put in the students. It is the devotion of the students to the teacher that makes him learn than the capacity of the teacher to teach. We have to place the students in the mood to learn. That is more important than teaching the students who turn a deaf ear when they are not devoted to the teacher. So, this was the lesson that Gora learned as a teacher in the first year of his service there, that he should see that the students are devoted to the lesson which they learn. And Gora had a few other experiences too. He worked as a teacher in colleges for 15 years from 1925 to 1940. Once at another place, he was teaching the graduate class. His period, the class, was between 3 and 4 p.m. After 5, they had a football match, and one of the players belonged to that particular class which he was teaching. Then the students asked Gora to leave the class 15 minutes earlier so that they could be in time at the game. Then at once Gora said, "I let off the class even now at 3 o'clock. You can go." The students were surprised, asked him, "Why? You can teach the class for more than half an hour or 40 minutes. Then Gora said, "You are not in a mood to listen. You are thinking of the football match and not of the lesson." To his surprise, the students settled down. Unless they did that lesson, they could not do their practical class next day. So they settled down. Gora taught them the full time and the students were devoted. This experience also taught him that the consideration of a teacher for the students at a personal level is more important than simple education at an academic level. The personal affection of a teacher for the students is more than academic education. And as a teacher, Gora gained certain interesting experiences. He was teaching botany. He found after 2 months of opening of the term, a student was very dull in the class. They had much of practical work, and in the laboratory, he found that particular student very dull, uninterested in the subject. He wanted to have a close talk with him and asked him, "Why are you so indifferent to the work?" He said, "Let me be frank, I don't like botany subject. I somehow got into it, but now I feel that I have no interest in botany," told straight on Gora's face. Then Gora appreciated his frankness. He did not reprimand him. He said he would help him to change to another subject by recommending a combination of attendance, and as the head of the department, he had to permit him to change to another subject. He said he would have a talk with the principal and then make all the necessary changes for him to help him. But Gora asked him, "What subject do you like better than this?" He could not answer straight away. Gora gave him 2 days' time to think over it and tell which other subject he liked better. After 2 days, he came and said that he was not able to make up his mind. He simply knew that he did not like botany, but he did not know what he wanted, what he liked better. Then Gora had a close talk with him. He said it was already 2 months over in the term. If he changed to another subject, he would lose that time. Because he had a 2 months loss, Gora just suggested that he would give him the extra care whenever he needed and he might continue in botany. The student continued. Gora admits now that in some of the class tests that he had, deliberately gave him more marks than he deserved. If it was only 40%, he used to give him 60% of the marks. And thus, by giving him more marks, he got encouraged. He used to come and ask Gora, "Teacher, do I really deserve this mark?" Gora said, "Yes, you deserve it," though he gave him more marks than he deserved. Like that, after some time, Gora found that the student actually deserved the marks that he gave him. And a few years later, when Gora was in a journey, found a gentleman calling him and was surprised to see that old boy there, the little boy who did not like botany. He told Gora to his great surprise, "I told you 10 years ago that I don't like this subject botany, but now I am teaching botany and creating interest in botany in the students." Then Gora thought it was a great achievement for him to inspire the student with interest in the subject. One who was not interested in the subject was creating interest in the subject in his students now. When Gora thinks of something which he can be happy about in his teaching profession, this is one of his best achievements. And from here, we shall continue in the next episode. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Positive Atheism English channel presented by Dr. Samaram Multi-Channel Network, which has 19 crores 50 lakhs views and running towards 20 crores views. Please like, subscribe and share our videos. And for notification of our new videos, please click the bell icon.
Please download Samaram Multi-Channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store and subscribe to the channels.